All right, Jane, you may want to turn the test volume down. I'm doing something. All right, you may want to turn your volume down. I'm going to go real. Hey, good morning, NorthStar family. It's Mike Wynn here. We are joining Mike Lynch live on the 8:50 service here. Good to have you here. Great to have you here. And we're just excited about another Sunday. So I'm going to just go on mute. I'll be on the chat channel, but I want you just to go ahead and chat with me if you want. But I'll be watching service right along with you. So take care. Great to see everyone here. And I'll chat with you at the end as well. Take care.
for people that don't know. And now we look in the rearview mirror of 27 years and lives changed, hope restored, families mended, and eternities forever and ever changed. Rather than you just hearing the story from me, we gathered up some of those early mat carriers this past week and served dinner and shared with them some of the stories. Check out this video, would you?
I want you guys to know tonight that there are faces to the story of what it looks like to reach a city and reach a community. And tonight, rather than me just saying thank you, I've got some good friends that are going to come in tonight to say thank you.
I'm Terrence Collins. This is my wife, Essie. Thank you guys for being here this evening. Just some information about us, and this a little bit of what you threw out Sunday. The statistic: 80,000 people within 15 minutes of here do not go to church. Right? In 2009, I was in that group.
We've been married for almost 20 years, and in 2009, we started going to church because he was going through a depression crisis. And seeing him go from a man that had no hope and found no hope on anything the world had to give, and seeing him go through this journey where he has found, and now he lives with the knowledge and the understanding that the only thing that will give him that joy and peace is a relationship with God. It's been an incredible journey. So I thank you guys for the world that you created for us here at NorthStar, because we have an incredible journey together now in the Lord. So thank you very much.
My name is Becky Loveland. This is my daughter, Emma Sue. And with our son, Kelson, and my husband, Andy, we've been attending here at NorthStar since 2015. We started coming here to NorthStar so that our son could, excuse me, I'm very nervous, so that my son could be part of the Imagine ministry, the special needs ministry here, and that somewhere that would accept him and welcome him and all the things that came with him, because there were lots of things that came with him, and they sure did. The Imagine ministry was such a gift to us. Every time he walked into the classroom up there, there was always, and we didn't get to come to church a lot during those years, just because he had a lot of medical challenges and such, but every time we walked in there was smiles and there was love and there was Jesus, and it was just what our family needed. So Kelson went home to be with the Lord in May of 2020, and Mike and Kathy helped, and tons of volunteers that we didn't know helped us put together his memorial service that we had here. And it was just a beautiful, perfect tribute to him. And we just are so thankful for our NorthStar family here. They've walked with us through some really, really difficult times and really dark days. And we're just so thankful for the foresight and the faithfulness that you all have shown in coming together and bringing NorthStar to us all those years ago. So, thank you.
My name is Priscilla, and I have been going to NorthStar my whole life, which has been 22 years. So NorthStar started a little bit before me, but that's okay. And I just want to say thank you to all of you guys for, just praying for this place. I gave my life to Christ while being a part of our high school ministry here. And I'm just very thankful, and now I'm able to work with our missionary partners here, thankfully, with the apprenticeship. I especially want to thank Miss Lynn and Miss Barbara for both of y'all just loving on me just so well after getting to know y'all and just supporting me. I'm trying not to cry. I told myself I wouldn't cry. But just supporting me through all my mission work. And just with your prayers and without your faithfulness just to live sent, I don't think I would be where I am today. So just thank you so much. Yeah.
We are the Burketts, and we started at NorthStar 10 years ago.
My wife and I were having a hard time finding a church home to raise our family in, but that was until we found NorthStar and we found our home.
This summer, I accepted Christ thanks to NorthStar. We made different friends at NorthStar. My Paul watches my Paul watches NorthStar online every Sunday in Ohio.
So my name is Noah, and I've gone to NorthStar since I was a little kid, but there was always a shadow of doubt in my head that I didn't believe in Jesus and that I wouldn't go to heaven. So this past summer, I went to a church camp that NorthStar was doing for middle schoolers, and there I learned a lot about Jesus, and I learned that what I was feeling, a lot of other people have felt, and that it was just the devil whispering in my ear. So with that knowledge, that's really how I came to accept Jesus into my heart. So in August, I got baptized in the newly built Springs, and I just want to thank you guys for all that you did.
We're the Cadwallader family, and my wife and I grew up going to church, but as we got older, we kind of lost our faith a little bit. After our son was born, we both realized how important it is for him to grow up in a strong Christian family. So we started visiting different churches, and to be honest with you, none of them really felt right. But in 2018, one of our neighbors invited us to NorthStar, and from the first time we walked in these doors, it's felt like home. And it's been a great blessing for us in our faith journey ever since. And so we're very thankful for your vision and for your gift of NorthStar. It's helped us find our way home.
My name is Nathan. I got introduced to NorthStar back in 2016. And when I first got introduced to the church, I was just in a really dark and lonely place. And through serving on the worship team here in the student ministry and hearing the messages every Sunday, God began to do a work in my life. And a year later, decided to accept Christ as my Lord and Savior. And I'm just very thankful for NorthStar for helping me find my faith.
My name is Eric Blumenthal, and growing up, my family was spiritual, but we didn't attend church regularly. When I was 14, Abigail Reichard invited myself and my best friends to attend NorthStar Church. We started going every Sunday at North Cobb High School. Shortly after that, my entire family began to attend, and for the last 25 years, this place has meant everything to me. It's where I met Christ. It's where I was baptized. It's where we were married. It's where we brought all 4 of our babies to be dedicated. And it's where I found a church home and family and small group. It's where we went and found strong marital models to look after, and Daniel and Bonnie Hoover and their marriage adventure. And we're grateful.
Hi, my name is Brittany Blumenthal. As we started our journey here as a family, I recommitted my life to Christ, and I was baptized here. We have been a part of so many amazing events put on by NorthStar, from plenty of children's events to Night to Shine, and I was even afforded the opportunity to go to Guatemala on a mission trip. So thank you guys so much.
My name is Ryan Blumenthal, and NorthStar has been my church home for as long as I can remember. I was saved here. I've been baptized here. My wife and I are in a couples group here, and I know one day that we will raise our kids within the NorthStar family. I'm so thankful for NorthStar for a lot of reasons, but the main reason, it's been a constant for me in my journey in my faith. Thank you.
My name is Jeff Blumenthal. NorthStar has been my church home since 2016, attending virtually online, living in Washington, D.C. from an apartment. This is the church that led me to Christ. This is the church that baptized me. Both of my children, my wife and I, we dedicated them at this church. I'm grateful for NorthStar, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you.
My name is Ira Blumenthal. I was raised in New York in a Jewish family. My family wasn't spiritually Jewish, they were culturally Jewish, and I spent decades trying to find God, trying to find a purpose. And my young son, Eric, who you heard from a little while ago, said, Dad, you need to come with me to North Cobb High School. There's a new church starting out called NorthStar. And I went to NorthStar. And even though it took me decades, I want you to know at 68 years old, I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And at 70, I was baptized in God's bathtub, the Atlantic Ocean. And I give credit, total credit, to Catalyst NorthStar Church. My wife, Kim.
Kim Blumenthal. Moved to the Ackworth area 31 years ago with our 2 sons and had our 3rd one right here. We started going at North Cobb High School, to NorthStar Church, and it really became a very wonderful environment for our family because of our diverse background. I grew up in the Methodist church, and we got married in the Methodist church. So this was a very, very comfortable place for us and a comfortable place for our family. And I feel like spiritually, it's really the glue to our family and the glue to our spirituality.
My name is Bennett Blumenthal. I always look forward to go to church all these Sundays. This is where I met my friends, and this is a very good place. My name is Camden Blumenthal, and I love this church, and I got baptized, and I got saved in Winship Camp.
Thank you all. As you've heard, this has been not only important for the Blumenthal family, what you guys have done, but it's changed the trajectory of our family to come.
You know, the very first week of the series, we talked about mat carriers. And when Jesus looked up through the hole in the roof and said, "There, he is healed because of your faith." These people stand around this room because of your faith.
Everything good has come from this church since we started.
There was a lot of stories in that room that night. And a lot to be thankful for. I sure am thankful that 1996, a group of people began to pray for what we're experiencing today, aren't you? And on their shoulders, and we partner with. And I love how 1991, I moved to Kennesaw, Georgia, and did not plan on being here long. I was gonna come, stay for a short season, and then move on and do whatever I was gonna do in life. And I didn't know that this would be home. I think about that this morning. I had to go down, and I drove back up Old 41 from Cobb Parkway all the way back through downtown Kennesaw up to here, and boy, a lot of memories. I remember the very first time I drove around that corner and saw that little church I served in. It's where I began full-time ministry, was in Kennesaw. Ann and I got married, moved. She moved down from West Virginia to Kennesaw, Ackworth. It's been home. Made that commitment that I was gonna spend the rest of my life being the best husband I could be. Had some good days and bad days, but try. And we had our kids, 94 and 97. I wanted to be a godly dad and lay out a pathway for my kids to follow Jesus. And then NorthStar started, 1997. Same year Mary Michael was born. I didn't know then, but I'll tell you now, it's where I want to spend my life, because I feel like God has strategically placed this church here to reach this community. I feel called to pastor this community, and I want to spend the rest of my days doing that with you. I want to invite you to join me, to do whatever it takes for people that aren't in this room yet. We sit under the shade tree of people that sowed seeds, that did get to sit in that room. We were going through our list of people. A lot of them have gone home to be with the Lord. They're not with us anymore. But they saw your face and they knew your story, and they gave and they sacrificed. We've had over 3,000 people over the course of our years here at NorthStar come to know Jesus. I reached out to just 5 of my friends that we call our little NorthStar network of churches, that people that used to go to church here, that now from Clifton Park, New York, to Lehigh Valley in Pennsylvania, to Hilton Head, South Carolina. Today, over 3,500 people would be in church in their churches, and they came out of here. 3,300 people have come to know Christ in those churches, because of a little group of people that got on their knees and prayed and said, compassion is greater than the cost. We sit on the front end of a phenomenal future. And I want our best stories to be in the next 10 years, not in the last 10 years. And I want to invite you to join me. It's my life's work. I want to grab the plow and get to work doing whatever it takes for people to find their way home. Steph, we put cards out on chairs today because it plays into how we can all be a part. And I know you were in that room that night. There's a lot of memories flashed up for you too, wasn't there?
Yeah, I was thinking, even Thursday night, we come and we rehearse on Thursday nights for Sundays, and I was standing here Thursday night, and I was just kind of thinking about my life here with NorthStar. I think they said it in the video that it was a story that was going to outlive us, and I've realized this is a story that's being written that's going to outlive me. I got married standing right here on this stage. I dedicated all 4 of my children right here on this stage. Gotten to see 3 of the 4 of them baptized here. And now, starting almost my 20th year on staff here, I never would have imagined all those years ago that that's what God had in store for me. As we sit and think about what our family is going to do to play a role in this, we've had a lot of decisions to make. We've got one headed into college. We've got new car, new drivers, car insurance. Last year, my daughter had major spinal surgery. Like, I'm just like all of you, and that there's thing after thing after thing. But what I love about Scripture is the people that God asked to give, they had little, and God made much of it. And I think that's what he's asking of each of us. I don't know, your little, maybe my much maybe your little. I'd love for you to grab that card, and if you look on the back, it kind of breaks it down. We need 20 families to this, so many families to do that. My kids ask me, which one of those are we? We're not any of them, guys. Clue number 1, we need to talk.
I was going to ask you here in front of all of them too. So
we're not.
No,
we're not.
Hey.
And we know that most of you are not either. We know that some of you are. And if that's you, that's something God's calling you to do. But what we're asking you to do is think about what you can do as a family. This is above and beyond your regular tithe. For easy math, maybe you say, we feel comfortable giving $100 a week. Well, do the math. At the end of 1 year, 52 weeks, that's $5,200. At the end of 3 years, you're giving just a bit over $15,000. You just need to put that on here so that Jamie Maddox, who's kind of heading this up for us, has an idea of what each family is contributing. You're not necessarily having to give that right today, but you're saying over the course of the next 3 years, this is what we feel called to do as a family. If you're ready to do that now, you can go to northstarchurch.org/campaign, fill it out online, digitally. You can take this card if you've already filled it out, drop it in one of our boxes, or take it home, pray with your family this week, bring it back next Sunday, and we're going to have a time of commitment together at the end of our services.
You know what's so funny is the thought, maybe one day you're around that table and somebody's telling you thank you. That group that was in there had no idea why they were coming. They thought they were coming to tell old stories, which we did. But they left with faces to their sacrifice. You know, we use that phrase, it's not equal gifts, it's equal sacrifice. And today we get to do our part for stories that are yet to be told. Would y'all pray with me, wherever you are? Father, I am overwhelmed at the task you've given us. You've given us the best news with the greatest story ever told, and you strategically put us here for this time and this place. God, I'm praying for an army of whatever it takes people to say, you know what, I'm gonna sacrifice like Steph's family's doing and my family's doing and 43 other families that have already made their commitments. Because I wanna change the direction of somebody's life and create space for more stories to be told. God, we give this to you. This is yours. We're just being obedient. This is not ours. This is yours. Rewrite eternities on the other side of this commitment. And God, may we create a beautiful world for a new family. And it's in Jesus' name that I pray. And everybody said, would y'all join me? Let's give the Lord a hand today. So, final word tonight, 7 o'clock. We're going to continue this discussion and really have a great prayer night on the YouTube channel, NorthStar YouTube. Now, last week, I'm going to give you a break. Good football games were on. Tonight, the Pro Bowl's on. That's terrible. All right, you cannot. If you're choosing flag football over us, I'm offended. All right, very, very much offended. But I'm just kidding. 7 o'clock tonight on the YouTube channel, and we're going to have a great time. Go ahead and stand up, turn around, find somebody around you, and thank them for being here, and tell them you'll see them tonight at 7 o'clock online. Have a great day, everybody.
Hey, NorthStar family, it was great spending time with you today. What an amazing service. And didn't you like just how we got to see the people, the mat carriers, the people that prayed for NorthStar even before NorthStar began. It's just, I'm humbled by just and inspired by their commitment to make NorthStar a reality and the power that they focused in when it came to prayer. Just a wonderful time. I saw Miss Barbara, I saw Val, I saw Lynn. Just incredible people. Tanya, Arnett. Oh, what incredible people here. And I'm thankful for them because without them, just leading the example by showing us what prayer is and does, we wouldn't be here today. And we have a prayer team now that's been praying over this new journey that we're about to go through. But I'm still amazed by Mike's number that he shared. 80,000 people who don't go to church are just 15 minutes away from you in drive time. It's incredible to think about. Well, listen, I hope your Sunday is good. Please join us tonight for the 7 p.m. prayer time. That's a fun time. It's a time where Mike and Stephanie, along with our prayer director, Mallory, will be there. And I encourage you to get on there early and chat, get some comments in there, maybe throw some prayer requests in there. But it's our last prayer meeting before we finalize this campaign, and it's just a time for us to gather as a church body and pray. We're doing it virtually, so you can do it right from your home. You can do it, pull your car over, maybe pull in a parking lot, and just watch a prayer service. It's about 20 minutes, but it's powerful. And by the way, just a little tip to you, we are going to start a virtual online prayer meeting as well moving forward. It'll be on Tuesday. So more to share on that as the days and months come forward or move forward. But thank you again for being here today. If there's anything we can do for you, let us know. My name is Mike. I'll put in the comment section. My name is Mike Wynn, and my email is mike.wynn@NorthStar. I'm actually typing as I say it. NorthStarChurch.org. If you need a pastor pray with you, I would love to do that. If you just want to ask about some more resources, just in terms of what we have to come alongside you for discipleship purposes, we have that for you. We'll throw it in the mail to you. And we want you involved in the local church. But until you find a local church, make us your church home. Even though we're online, we're still an online family, and we are still a family. So we would love to connect with you. I would love to connect with you throughout this week. Thank you for all that you do, and all that you do to make His name known. And hey, don't forget about these. Whatever it takes. Who are you praying for? Who are you carrying their mat for? So anyway, things to think about as you go throughout this week. Thank you for being here today. Have a great Sunday. We will see you back here at NorthStar next week. Bye-bye.